Hi, my name's Steve Walker from Promise Money, and today I'm going to be talking about unsecured business loans, not commercial mortgages to buy property or to capital raise against property, but unsecured loans or loans involving maybe some assets or something like that, where you either want to borrow money to take your business forward for growth, or you might be going through a bit of a dry patch and you need some cash flow. Now, before we talk about products, let's get down to basics, which are you've got to make yourself look attractive to the lender. What I mean by that is the affordability needs to look right, your credit history needs to look right, your bank statements need to look right. So let's just go through those things. Whether you're a sole trader or a limited company, the lender's going to want to see that you can prove that you can afford the loan, obviously. So if you've got a set of accounts, you need to think about, right, how much is left in the business after you've taken what you need. As a sole trader, you might be taking all the cash out, but really you need to be leaving a little bit in to show there's affordability for the loan. If you're a limited company, the same applies. So getting a set of accounts which are attractive to the lender and show you in your best light is important. So if you've got a year end coming up, it might be worth thinking about, well, let's apply after we've done that year end, and you've got the accounts done and they're looking as good as they can in terms of profitability. Bank statements, really important. Expect a lender to ask to see your bank statements. They're going to probably want 3 or 6 months business bank statements, and if they're seeing bounce direct debits, if they're seeing payments going out to HMRC which are not relating to tax that you've got to pay via HMRC, but are relating to maybe underpaid tax or something that's historic, or any issues like that, that's not going to help you. If you've got an overdraft and you're constantly going into your overdraft and it's not an agreed overdraft, that's an issue because it's showing a problem, it's showing stress. So I wouldn't even think about applying until you've sorted that out, got your bank statements looking absolutely bang on. And then credit history, that's the other thing. Depending whether you're a sole trader or a limited company, the lenders are going to look at your credit history, they're going to look at your personal credit, and if it's a limited company, they're going to look at the business. And if you're a director, they might even look at other directorships to see if you've got judgments elsewhere or if you've got missed payments on other loans. So the key thing here is get everything looking as good as you possibly can before you apply. Prepare. It doesn't mean that you can't get a loan if you haven't got accounts, or you can't get a loan if you've got a little bit of bad credit. It just makes it more difficult. So now let's just talk about some of the options. First scenario, you're a startup business, you're just getting going, you're in your first 2 years, you're looking for credit. There are government-backed schemes that will, which will give loans of up to £25,000 per director, unsecured, at really good rates. And they'll help put together a whole business proposal to be able to get those loans. So those are a really good place to start. They're great products. But if your business has been going a little bit longer or you need more money than that, then you've got lots of other options to consider. A typical loan is what most people think of. I want a loan of X amount and here's my accounts, I'm proving I can afford it, I'm going to pay it back over a certain period of time, and loans are available up to £250,000 with a strong set of accounts and a good credit history, probably repayable over 5, 6, 7 years, something like that. So it can be quite expensive, but they're there. So if you've done your prep, then one of those loans might be available to you, but there are other things. And the other loans tend to get a little bit more expensive, but you can borrow, let's say you're taking a lot of cash via credit card that's going into your business. So people are paying on credit cards, you can borrow against your credit card turnover. So that's a really useful tool. Very often 50% of your turnover they'll potentially lend to you, 50% of your monthly turnover. So that's one option. If you're sending out lots of invoices to customers and you've got some regular decent clients in there, there are lenders who will lend against the value of your invoices. So that's another important way of doing it. It's a great product. It's called invoice factoring. That's one of the names for it. You've then got credit cards that you can take out, business credit cards. That's effectively a loan, so something to consider. You've got your bank overdraft. That's again something to consider. And then you've got asset finance as well. people think of asset finance as a tool to buy things like I want to buy a truck, I want to buy a car, I want to buy some equipment. But there are certain assets that you can refinance. So if you've got an asset which has a good value to it, let's say it's a truck, and you're a haulage company, you might have an asset there worth £30,000. There are lenders who will also do refinances of those sorts of assets to allow you to raise cash. So there's another option there. I think the key thing here is unsecured business loans. There's lots of choice out there. In terms of rates, you could be going anywhere from 10% up to 50% and more. There are some lenders that offer fast, easy cash flow loans, but they're going to charge you 3 or 4% per month. But that might be okay if you only need it for a couple of months. Prepare, think what you need it for, get your accounts looking as good as they can, get your credit looking as good as you can, get your bank statements absolutely on rails so they look good, and that gives you more options. So I hope that's given you a bit of an insight, some ideas to maybe go away with and prepare yourself and prepare your business to be able to get the best possible deals you can. If you want more information, please do follow us on YouTube, Promise Money on YouTube. Subscribe, like this video because that helps more people see it. Please press like now. And for much more information, go to promisemoney.co.uk, which is our website, and on there not only will you find pages on this sort of information, but you'll find links to lots of help guides and videos as well, which might also be helpful to you. That's it from me today. I hope that's been interesting and useful to you, and talk to you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.